Hello again. Just as in 2015, large columns of refugees are poised to enter Europe. They are claiming that their destination is Germany, although if once they reach Western Europe, one strongly suspects that many will eventually find their way to the French coast near Calais. In 2015, the chosen route was from Greece and then through the Balkans and into Central Europe. Hungary alone had the courage to stem the tide. This time the threat is from the east. Belarus is importing refugees and then busing them to the border with Poland and Lithuania and encouraging them to cross into these countries. Flights have been landing in Minsk, the capital of Belarus, from places like Turkey and Egypt. These flights have been loaded with refugees and asylum seekers who have been promised that they can reach Europe via the Polish or Lithuanian border, with the assistance, by the way, of the Belarus army. This is being done in retaliation for the sanctions imposed by the European Union on Belarus and its dictator. Poland has responded with a partial mobilisation of its armed forces, calling up reserves, and Lithuania looks set to follow suit. Now, there are bad memories of people being trapped on the border between Poland and one of its neighbours. Kristallnacht, the 1938 pogrom in Germany, was triggered by just this, when Germany ejected a lot of people and Poland refused to let them in. They were then stuck between two borders, just as the refugees stranded on the border between Belarus and Poland are today. Even so, I think that today we should be standing alongside Poland and saying that enough is enough. I honestly do not think that Europe can accept thousands more refugees from the Middle East. This movement of population has already created enormous tensions in various European countries, including traditionally liberal and peaceful places such as the nations of Scandinavia. Britain's borders are constantly being breached. Over 22,000 people have crossed the Channel illegally and landed on the Kent beaches this year alone. I believe that it is time to take a stand, and I think that we should stand shoulder to shoulder with Hungary, Poland and Lithuania. It is time for us to band together with other European countries, perhaps in a military pact like NATO, and to start defending Europe from what is looking increasingly like an organised assault backed by Russia. In 1940, Winston Churchill said, at a time when the German army was about to invade this country, that upon this battle depends the survival of Christian civilization. I think it is time to halt immigration to Europe and try to assimilate those who are already here before we even think about admitting a single person more.